Today we are going to talk about how to create new previews for your SOLIDWORKS cell templates. A preview is a layout style in which your template is going to be presented. For example, you can add your own company logo, decide the size of a 3D viewport, and adjust locations of your product groups or options, and so on. Starting at the templates library, go to the right of the screen and select Previews. Create a new preview by clicking the plus button and giving it a name. By clicking Add, it takes you to the Previews editor where you can create and make changes to the preview you have selected. On the left of the screen is all of the different widgets you can add to your preview page. The canvas is the main part of any preview, and to add it, you simply select it, click, and drag it along the screen. The canvas is where the 3D render of your assembly shows up on the screen, and you can resize it by selecting it again, clicking, and dragging it to another part of the screen. In order to visualize the changes you've made to this preview, you can click the View Page button once you have selected the right template. This pulls up a new tab that shows you everything you have in your preview. As we have only added the canvas, it is the only thing on the screen currently. I'm going to close this tab and continue to edit the preview by going to the previous one. Another way to help understand how your preview might look is by selecting the Decorate Components option. This puts some default images into the gridded area and is another way to view the edits you make. For now, I will stick with the Blocks option. Next, I'm going to add a controls bar above the canvas. This is where users can manipulate the model by measuring it, selecting different views, or making it rotate. To see the changes I've made, I'm going to click the View Page button again. Now you can see how the controls have been added to the page and are fully functional. Another important feature to add is the Groups list. This is where all of the groups in your templates will show up. Under that, I will add the Materials and Parts section, which are essential to any preview. These windows show all of the parts that are in each group, along with their corresponding materials. Again, you'll be able to see these changes with the View Page button. Finally, I will add the camera strip. This can be useful for when there are many different configurations to your model. Consumers may want to use this so they can save a snapshot of the customizations they've made so they can come back to them later. Additionally, each snapshot created is a high-quality rendered image that consumers can view and share. One more thing to make your preview more customized is changing the style options for each of the windows you've added. For now, I will select the Pages option. You cannot place the page window in the gridded area because it deals with the whole background of your preview. In the style options, you can change the background image or the background color. I will change the background image by clicking on the button and finding the image in my directory. Next, I'll go to the Controls window. Because the Controls bar has many more components to it, there are many more options under Style Properties. The background color works in a similar way, and to change it, you can click on the color and select which color you want. The rest of the options for the controls deals with customizing the buttons. You can make them different sizes by changing the width and the height. You can add a different icon for the button as well as a different one for when you hover over the button in a preview. And lastly, you can change the position of the icon. These settings are the same for each of the buttons in the control window. Some other options for other windows include changing the text color and border colors too. One last thing to mention is adding configurations to your preview. These are for when you want to reconfigure your layout for a smaller screen like a phone or tablet. To add a configuration, click the plus button and create a custom screen width or choose from the defaults. For now, I will select the Mobile M option. To go to the new configuration, you must select it from the drop-down menu. As you can see, the gridded area has shrunk to show the smaller screen size of a phone. This allows you to make a mobile-friendly configuration for your previews so consumers can access it from any device and still receive a great experience. I have made several more configurations of varying sizes. To see how these configurations can change up the layout, go to the View Page button again. This way, you can change the size of the window and you'll notice how the layout automatically changes as you change the size of the screen. This concludes your overview of the Previews library and creating new previews.